All right, I wanted to do another little video here. I'm about 5 days from the L5-S1 spinal fusion surgery I'm going to have. And a couple things I kind of wanted just to share is, before the surgery, they tell you to do a lot of stuff. So a couple days ago, like I said, I went and did a bunch of tests. Went and did blood work, COVID test, chest x-ray, like a lot of stuff. So waiting on the results of that. It's now the weekend, so probably have to wait till Monday. Still working this weekend. One of the things I wanted to just to talk about is, when this kind of whole thing started for me, it was back in October 2020, so now about 5 months ago. And I went on a walk with my fiance, and, I felt some pain down my leg, and I was like, that's weird. I've never had back pain, never had any issues or anything that, made me feel poor. And so I Googled it, sciatic pain. I was kind of like, okay, whatever, maybe a herniated disc. Let me see how it goes. Man, ever since then, I just remember tossing and turning in bed. And it wasn't like necessarily the pain that was making me toss and turn. I wasn't conscious of it. And I was very like, maybe I have a high pain tolerance, but I was just ignoring it. And I shouldn't have done that. And then time went on. I kept working. I sat a lot. I'm working from home at one of my jobs. And then my other job, I work in an office, sitting down on the computer. I would still go places. I go on bike rides. I go on hikes. I go on walks every week. So I'm definitely not just 100% sedentary, but it got pretty bad. And in December, before Christmas, I just remember, that's about 2 months ago now, I just remember hurting a lot and waking up and my leg was, tingling like crazy. And so I ended up going to the doctor in December. They gave me gabapentin, 300 milligrams. I took that maybe twice when I went to bed if it was really bad. Stuff's crazy. I wake up like brain fog and like blurry vision. It's horrible. What else? And I just started taking ibuprofen. I would take one ibuprofen, 200 milligram, like in the morning. I'd be fine till like lunch. Maybe take another and then one before bed. So I was taking like 600 milligrams of ibuprofen per day, which is very low for some of my size. I'm 6'3", 268 pounds. So that got me through up until now. I ended up getting an MRI. Told me I have L5-S1 bilateral pars defect. They said it happened sometime in my life. Can you remember any time? I said no. I've never had any injuries. I've never had any back pain. Whatever. So now I'm here, and now I'm at the point where it's so bad that, when I scheduled the surgery last week, I said I have trouble urinating in the morning sometimes. Takes a while to go. What else? My leg is numb in the mornings. It's just incredibly painful. And if you guys are watching this, you probably know about sciatic pain or you're familiar. And just for me, it's so strange because, you're mad at your leg, but it's your back. And then when you get the lower back pain, you forget about the sciatic pain. And next thing you know, they both hit and it's horrible. So, so about 7 days out from your surgery, you're supposed to stop taking ibuprofen, right? Because you don't want to thin your blood too much and bleed out when they open you up. But I'm getting a TLIF procedure, which from my research is very similar to PLIF. I guess some surgeons prefer it. I'm getting, I have a little bit of spondylolisthesis, I guess. I have like a 3 millimeter grade 1 slip, which isn't bad, I guess. And that's what they saw in the MRI, but it feels like it's worse now. But anyway, so I'm working on that. And I think that the toughest thing really is not taking ibuprofen. I'm not a medicine guy. I've never taken drugs. I'm not into that stuff. And man, it's tough not having the thing that was, making me feel okay for a few months. So anyways, surgery in 5 days. I'm nervous as hell. I think I've never had a major surgery. I've never been in the hospital. Everything I've ever had, I've been to like an urgent care. So going to the hospital scares me. Right now it's COVID, so you can't have any visitors. That scares the hell out of me. I can't have my fiance there, any of my friends there. Nobody can help me. You're just relying on the staff there, which I get, but man, that's frustrating. So nevertheless, the nervousness, the uncertainty, the overthinking, that stuff has really kicked in. At this point, you just got to trust the neurosurgeon, and you trust that team, and you just trust that you're going to come out obviously in pain, but you're going to get better. And one of the things that people online through these videos, and that's why I'm kind of making these videos, have kind of said is like, it hurts like hell right now, and you're going to trade this pain for another kind of pain, but it's going to be less. I don't believe I'm going to be pain-free. I mean, I'd be stupid to expect that, but I wish, but I'm more interested in just having a quality of life where I can minimize that stuff, you know? So yeah, 34 years old is really young to have a spinal fusion, I know, but the spondylolisthesis and the pars defect is what I'm doing this for. I do have a 6 millimeter herniated disc at L5-S1, and I'm sure that's not helping. And there is an annular tear, so maybe getting rid of the disc is helpful, because if I had a microdiscectomy, I'd imagine I'd be back. So anyways, wanted to share that, and I'll share some updates here as we get closer. And then obviously I'm hoping to do first 5 days videos from the hospital. They told me I'm going to be there 2 to 4 days, but I don't know, man. I'm a wuss. I think I'm going to be there probably the max, and especially if I'm by myself. But I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be hopeful, and I'm going to be strong through it. And I'm missing work. I got a lot of people who rely on me. I teach. I work in an office. I work a couple jobs. So I want to get back as soon as possible, because like I said, there are people relying on me. So that's heavy. But got to get better first. Got to fix this, and I'm excited. So looking forward to the surgery. Other than the nervousness, I'm looking forward just to get in there and get this done. Because the faster we get in there and get this done, the faster I can start recovering and going back to life, right? Super, super important. So yeah, so 5 more days, and then we'll be there, and we'll let you know more.